I'll admit, for a long time after I first played Sonic Frontiers, I was pretty set on wanting to hate it. I just couldn't bring myself to enjoy it, and not because it was a bad game, but because I had a hard time enjoying it, and maybe I was predisposed not to enjoy it for some reason. When Update 3 came around with the new Final Horizon DLC, I was upset at how unbalanced and unfair the new content was, or at least how it felt. Yeah, I could have just played the rest of the game and ignored the new content, but since it was new content, obviously I wanted to try it out. And to say I was frustrated with the DLC is an understatement, because not only was it unfair in some areas unless you were playing on easy mode, but the other characters felt the worst to control that they had ever felt. And not to mention things like not being told how to unlock the new skills, or what your base skills even are. Eventually, after a patch to the DLC, I played it on easy mode and then was able to beat it, and I'm done, and I never want to go back to that DLC, it's not worth it. But I did play the base game again, as I've been showing you in my recent playthroughs, and to be honest, I've been having a lot of fun. It's hard to say that I ever actually hated Sonic Frontiers aside from the DLC. But ignoring the DLC, going in one more time left me pleasantly surprised. I had fun fighting the bosses, running the platforms, exploring the open world, and even the fishing area with Big was enjoyable and a nice change of pace from the action the rest of the game has all over it. But that said, I still don't think Sonic Frontiers is a good game. I never thought it was a bad game either. I had fun with it when I played it. The story was a huge drag with how overdramatic and depressing it felt. And I had fun with it this last time when I skipped over most of the cutscenes and just focused on the game itself, but for quite some time I just never felt myself enjoying it like I did just now or when it first came out. Maybe I let other people's opinions on the game get to me a while after I played it, so I felt predisposed to hate it the next time I did play it. But now I think I can clearly form my opinion of the game to see what I think of it. And it's okay, but there's still a lot of problems with the game. For one, it doesn't really encourage you to play it because it's easier to keep tapping triangle and spinning the left stick to get a bunch of items really fast. And while the fishing minigame is fun, it makes the rest of the game way too easy, like it lets you skip a lot of stuff the same way side-looping would. Want to avoid actually having fun platforming to get tokens, or play cyberspace stages to get keys, or fighting enemies to get gears? No problem. The fishing minigame and the side loop let you skip all of that. And once you unlock the stomp move, there's no reason to use any other attack because the stomp deals the most damage. The bosses, like the end of the island bosses, for a large part consist mostly of spectacle with rarely actual input, aside from short bursts of combat and then a few quick time events. And then there's stuff that doesn't even make sense, like playing Galaxian to unlock a computer, or playing pinball without a tilt mechanic, or even something to kick the ball back from the sides. And you need a huge score, and you only have 3 balls, and then there's a bullet hell final boss, which honestly isn't as bad as people make it out to be, but it doesn't fit with the rest of the game. So while I do like Sonic Frontiers, there's a lot of stuff that keeps me from loving it. Sure, I could go back to it before a game like Sonic Heroes or Sonic Spinball, but it's not something I'd play as often as Sonic Adventure or Sonic Superstars. Anyway, that's all I have to say about Sonic Frontiers, so if you liked the video, be sure to press the button that says that you do, and if you want more content like this, be sure to subscribe to the channel. As always, stay safe, stay cool, and I'll see you later.